First off, I think my favorite thing walking in here was realizing that this seat felt like a therapist chair. And I wanted to be a therapist last year, but that meant I'd have to quit my job and have no source of income, so no. My name is Jesse. That's short for Jesse Mill. My primary school teacher used to call me Jezebel. I'm a writer, I am a poet, I am, outside of that, I am whatever my employer wants me to be. Hopefully soon he will let me go, so. He will let me go, hopefully. If he doesn't, well, I need the money, so. Exactly. All right. So one of the major themes that I think is really big in my life is love. Not just for people, for sitcoms too. All I do is watch Friends. And I think that I'm really excited to get to read this piece about love and longing called Across Reveries. Childhood crushes and proposals on one knee. A plain sheet of paper with pointless scribbling. Like rainwater soaks into the ground and is forgotten, everything that precedes the day we meet is a prologue. Our meeting on a bench in a place that didn't matter becomes a tome too heavy for children to carry. What's the term for greeting someone your soul has always known? Hello, hi, I walked with you once upon a dream. Do you remember? You wore a dress with sunflowers, I cooked you a meal I have yet to master in reality. We sit to eat facing a window, staring out at the dying sun in a moment that couldn't go on forever. Time and reality are powerful amnesiacs, so I settle for sitting on the bench next to you, our first meet. I ask what book you're reading, tangling the parallel threads of our fate into a knot. You say it's a book about winter and war, and I tell you that you look like summer and peace. I mean, you look like you would like summer and peace. No, you disagree. You like an adventure. A sprinkle of controlled havoc like fire in a glass jar. So I promise an exploration of a place called Longing. A long expedition called Desire, to forests and rivers that were crafted in the image of our love, where ancestors before us prophesied that you would steal my breath. How do I know you, you ask? How does the sea know the sky? How is the sea acquainted with the laws of its shores? How does the sky know the ocean? Like a child knows the hymns her father sang to her while she lay in the womb, I know you. Like rain craves to touch the soil, I crave your presence. You promise another date at the park. I agree with few words. How much can I want you before it's agreed? You're undecided on the answer because you want to be wanted. But desire, you say, is intoxicating. Your love will leave me stumbling, tottering in a trance, drowned in the magic of your voice. So I wait for the day we meet at the park again. That morning, I come to consciousness in the pool of wanting, and find empathy for Eve's craving for the hanging fruit. Stars drawn to each other like the constellation that makes Gemini, we meet. Your scent, chocolates and vanilla, makes Christmas of a hot August afternoon. Your gaze evokes nostalgia for a day before there were days, mornings before there were nights, when God molded the first rose and said it was good, and then he made you. The drop in the pool of incarnation that makes life sprout at the banks. But you must leave. Your dreams call you to another city. Rome? And I wonder if it's a ploy by the Vatican to add an angel to the ceiling of the Sistine. You promise that you'll be back for us in a year or less. But 365 days apart may as well be eternity. 2 crows clipping off Everest until it became dust would pass quicker. I'm not lost for what to, and here I am lost for what to want when you're not here. Can I learn to love you from afar? Like every man and their God, not needing to see you to give you devotion. I search for peace at a yoga session, stretching across my back, hoping to take away the weight of your absence. And when those around me offer nights out to excite my soul, they feed sand and salt to a man who thirsts for heady wine. When a year passes, I walk in the park, the body of a life that has bled out. How much can I yearn for you before it's covetous? Everyone leaves and only memories eat dinner with me. The air hums in the background of my days, static from a broken connection. Now in my reveries, you stand atop a hill I'm unable to climb, and the wind steals our words. I wake devoid of the joy that my dreams carry, parched in your absentia. I reflect the state of the dying plant in the corner of my room. The dreams are a respite, a drop of water from Lazarus to the man in hell. until your letter. Wind from the other side. Hello, stranger. Your letter begins. Harmattan winds must now rush Star Bench, and I fear that I've left you to a fog. The sparseness that the mind becomes when it wanders a distance that the body cannot follow. Far away, I've become a monolith of fruitless hope. A creeping plant that climbs towards the sky when love wanders a maze for too long. My wanting hopes to touch the moon, but stretches on forever, leaving the beauty of the basilica below. Some days, I wake up and put sketches to my canvas, lines of paint, separated by gaps that I've left on purpose, knowing that if I were the creator, I would let all of nature mirror our separation. The stars would never touch the earth, and the waves of the ocean would never reach the sand. All fingers would be too far apart to touch, and oil and water would forever remain separated. An easel with one broken leg hangs, an empty canvas of paper that mocks our quiet distance. The canvas asks the questions I wish to ask you. What do you think about when you wake? Do I live behind your eyelids? Dwell in the home that is your mind? When you brood silently like all men do, is it a musing of our love? In my last dream, you sit on the bench at the park, sharing penance with the trees around you, knowing that they remember us. Nature never fails to recall the chance meetings it divines. I sit next to you to ask, what book are you reading now, my love? In the drizzle to follow, our love is the healing of wounds. Thank you.